Hello there! Welcome back to Supra, where Tamashiro is here. Something has to be there.
それは今じゃないとダメなんですか?
A bad time? News was on my mind, and she had to show up way earlier than usual. Tamashiro-san looked very unhappy.
来るとか言わなければよかったです。眠い。
What happened? There's all the... Oh. I'm sure why all the sound was in one ear. But you kept your word. Put up, didn't you? Oh, what happened?
約束は破っちゃいけないんですよ。私たちの世界では。
Is that how it works? Maybe. Kamoshida-san only got involved with me in order to hold the contract she made with my mom. Eh. Which is, might all treat promises with more importance than members of ordinary society. Wonder if there were more witches besides her. There's a chance. Oh man, I really don't want to think about.
はあ、真田くん、どうして熱い視線を私に向けてるんですか?
Wanna know?
私には完全に腐った視線に見えるわよ。あら、天野さん、おはようございます。
Understood. Understood by Amino-san. Sudden appearance. Tamashiro-san reverted to her former mode. Formal mode, and gave an eloquent greeting.
おはよう。どういう風の吹き回しなの？アリスがこんな朝から投稿してくるなんて。
Worked. Got here. Ordinarily, you're supposed to show up in the morning.
この女は誰よりも普通からかけ離れた存在でしょ。杭を打ったら灰になりかねないわ。
I'd be concerned.
私は灰になったくらいじゃ死にませんけどね。
Okay. I wondered just how serious you are. Besides, it was vampires that burned to a crisp when you drove a stake through them, not witches. I know that matters. None of that matters as long as you're here. It would be quicker if I asked you instead of Amino-san. I saw the news this morning that there was a bombing abroad.
いい子だからこっちに来なさい。
Amino-san grabbed my wrist tightly and dragged me away. She was surprisingly strong for how slender her arms were. Okay. Who would have thought she'd be athletic? Hell if I know.
いってらっしゃい、真田くん。
A bitch. Why? I really don't want to
真
go.
田、
Please?
教室で余計なことを言わないように。灰にされたいの？
A straightforward threat, huh? Stabbing me with a stake would be enough to kill me, but I'm turn to act.
いいからおとなしく聞きなさい。アリスに何を吹き込まれたのか知らないけど、あの爆破事件のことは後で説明してあげるわ。
Oh, you're going to explain it to me. Great.
詮索されるのが面倒なだけよ。もう、あなたにはいろいろ知られているわけだしね。
I don't know all the fine details, but I bet we can put it together.
いいから、話は後よ。お昼にでも教えてあげるから。それまで私の顔でも眺めて和んでなさい。
Okay. Would that really calm me down? Pretty, looking at her has sent chills up my spine lately.
幸せなことでしょ。じっくり噛みしめてなさい。
Do I want to?
おいしい。この噛みしめるほど味が染み出てくるお肉が最高だね。
She sure was taking her time eating. Never a bad thing. I knew Kamoshiro-san would be coming to school today, so I prepared her lunch along with mine.
話すとは言ったけれど、どうしてアリスまで一緒なの？
I know. I could feel that pain too.
ただの野じ馬だから気にしないで。私、クラスに他に友達いないし。
Okay. And you just use magic to make friends?
友情は魔法では作れない。
Okay. I want to know how the magic works. Magic. You sound awfully high and mighty for someone who's illegally trespassing.
食事も魔法では作れないのよね。ということは、そのお弁当って。アンジには言ってなかったっけ？これはもちろんユッキーのお手製よ。
Okay. Now we know.
私のお昼はどこかのおばさんが工場で作ったお手製のパンよ。
Okay. Thanks for telling me that. She suddenly rattled on about the origin of her meal. Hey? Why do I need to know the exact details and ingredients inside bread? I don't want to know what's inside bread. All I need to know is that it's food. It won't kill me. I can't kill you, but I don't want to die just by looking at a slice of bread. I'm no sand was eating nondescript bread from the school store.
これで何の問題もないわ。ずっとこんな感じの食事だったけど、きちんと美しく成長したしね。
Okay. Does that mean you'd like to have better meals?
そんなことを言ったわ。
Hey. All you had to do was just fucking say so. Problem solved. So you admit it.
さすがユッキー。アンジェのツンデレ的セリフを見事に解釈したね。
Obviously, I would figure it out. It wasn't so much what she said, but her body language as she hungrily stared down at Kamishio-san's lunch. But I'd have to be pretty dense not to take that big of a hint. Am I supposed to? All she would have to do is just say something about it. Maybe I should have prepared a meal for Amino-san today too.
真田が私のスレイブの役割を果たさなかったのは寛大に許してあげるわ。
Oh, now I have to poison your food. I am not your slave. Also, that bag looks. No wait. Yeah, that bag looks a little too small for that. What, hot dog sandwich? A hot sandwich. I'm going with that. No one can stop me. As you can tell, it looks a little small for that food. Don't judge me.
それよりさっさと説明するわよ。
I can take a guess there were no consultees. So I bet casualties. I bet you could avoid capital punishment if you turned yourself in.
なるほど。真田は全く分かっていないようね。この私の恐ろしさを。
Crap. Eyes stared me down like I was some inmate's object. Intimate object. Should I be concerned for this guy? I have a feeling I should be concerned. There were the eyes of someone who wouldn't feel a heartache over breaking me. One more reason to feel fear for him. Have fun almost getting killed. Okay, let's get back on topic.
私は冗談と本気の区別があまりつかないわよ。
Isn't that a good thing? Some people still struggle the way I say that too. It makes it difficult. Am I joking or being serious? Who the fuck knows? True enough. There were lots of times I couldn't tell whether what Samino said was or a joke either.
未
Good.
来予知よ。
Huh.
だから未来予知。例のメールで私は今日爆破事件が起こることを知っていたの。
Okay. I had that pretty quickly, so I didn't really need to go into great detail about that part. Hey. Yeah, of course. I knew that. Not really realizing that it would have been strange. But basically, the situation went on lockdown and was on high alert because you warned them about it ahead of time, right?
私からのメールが届く前に他からタレコミがあったという可能性もあるけれどね。
Okay. She was nonchalant about it, but she seemed to be confirming my comment. This meant she warned them with the email she had sent from Shio-san's computer yesterday. I wouldn't have expected you to get involved in something like that, Amino-san.
自分でもそう思うわ。真田相手ならどんな犯罪を起こすことも厭わないのに。
Proceed. That's not surprising at all.
ユッキーもアンジの扱いが手慣れてきたね。
A bad thing? Was Kamasho-san really planning to remain a spectator? He was acting as distant as possible as he picked at her lunch.
私は新聞やテレビでニュースになるような事件は知ってしまうからね。仕方ないから未然に防げるように手を打ってるのよ。
That's kind of amazing.
そりゃあそうだよ。
Kamasho-san recently set her chopsticks. Great. Gonna make it amusing. A peanut gallery.
だから言ったでしょ。アンジは天使なのよ。
I know. I kind of get it now. Look at her. People are gonna say she's an angel. Or bitch. Although, that wasn't really because of what Amino-san told me. For one reason or another, I couldn't seem to take my eyes off her this morning. Are you falling for her already? Go on. And what I ended up thinking was that she truly was beautiful. Did have a sharp tongue, an intense personality, and had an aura sinister enough that I suspected she may have killed a person or two in the past.
またろくでもないことを考えてる顔ね。
Who knows? I just might be thinking nice things. Would a truly bad person really seem this beautiful? Oh, I know. Like in purgatory. I'd prefer to be stuck in isolation. I'm safe.
何か幸せな想像していそう。ユッキーは女に騙されるタイプかもね。
Eh. Not my problem. I already know I don't want to get stabbed.
騙してくれる女が近くにいるだけいいんじゃないの？
Dang it. I can sense the jokiness right there. Why don't you just ignore that? And the comments they readily threw at me. Oh, Sam, you have your memories taken away to receive those predictions, right?
当たり前じゃないの。
Okay, and saving people is an admirable. But to lose your memories in the process is terrible.
今日の爆破事件、本当なら3桁の死者が出ていたのよ。
Oh?
本人たちは知らなくても死ぬはずだった人たちにとって私は天使どころか神よ。
Okay.
3桁の人間に神と崇められるなら私は記憶が少々吹き飛ぶくらいなんでもないわ。
Now we know she's gonna get a freaking god complex later on. What else said with her arms spread wide, looking entranced. Yep, I had no idea how serious she actually was. Apparently my first thought is that she's either joking or just bullshitting her way through it. She seemed to understand the meaning of what she was doing and accepted the consequences of doing it. In which case, there was no room for someone else to interject. Hey, you sent a warning via email to a foreign country, right?
英語は得意じゃないけど簡単な警告文くらい書けるもの。
Okay.
警察やお役所に何通かメールを出しておいたのよ。
It may not have been any injury. Incident did happen. Won't they figure out where the email were sent from?
それは大丈夫。うちの店のパソコンはネットも電話回線も常識的なつながり方はしてないから。人間の科学ではどうやってもうちの店にはたどり着けないよ。
Eh. Then they're very thoroughly prepared. That was why Amino-san went to the trouble of firing the shooter.
これで全部わかったでしょ。私は天使であり神であると。
Yep, she is full of herself. So from here, I think it's the best time to end the episode here. So, right, well, it's a great day too. And as I question what these are going to do, well, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, Amino-san doesn't get that big of an ego. See you guys next time.